understanding the difference between the light and dark path. Now, I want to break this down in its simplest forms. When you look at walking, and also we all walk everything in between that. It's not this or that, a tit for tat, a black and white thing. There's always a gray area. There's always these variants, and we're walking everything. We are light and dark beings all in one. But I'm saying walking a predominantly dark versus a predominantly light path towards enlightenment. Okay. When one walks the light path, it's just that. It's light. It's much more easy to navigate. There's going to be dark moments within the light path, but they're not going to be as pronounced. And they're not going to be as, you know what I'm saying, as walking a dark path. Now, when you walk the light path, oftentimes it's a path that's already lit before you. That's why you look at people who follow maybe like the Yoga Sutras, or they follow Buddhist teaching, or, you know, do a lot of yoga and meditations, and even forms of religion, even though that leads into darkness. You know, if you're following a religion, it can lead into the light, but also oftentimes it's going to lead into darkness because it's not allowing you to critically think, to truly know. It's about belief. And anything that's rooted in pure belief, and the mythology that does not actually turn you into your own deity and make you God and become one with God, which is what you truly are. You and God are one. Is it not written in your law that ye are gods? You are God. You are goddess. You are one with the all. And you're a microcosm of the macrocosm. So if the religion isn't teaching you that and is taking your power and giving it outside of yourself, then it's truly not liberating, and it's truly not leading to enlightenment. That's another story. But walking the path of light, oftentimes it's something where that path has already been laid. When you walk the path of darkness, you're dealing a lot with your shadow self. You're on basically it's an expedited versus a standard shipping method. You know, walking the path of darkness would be akin to paying extra for overnight delivery, getting through your karmic lessons much quicker, being ready to ascend, being ready to go to the next level. The path of light is a slower journey. It's one where you may have gurus and teachers and guides, but they're leading you on a path that has already been walked. When you walk the path of darkness, that's the path of the deeper recesses of your subconscious mind. That's a path where you've already walked. Oftentimes, the people who are walking the path of darkness have already walked the path of light on numerous occasions, whether that be numerous lifetimes or through this lifetime. They've already passed and transcended that. They've climbed the tree of Kabbalah, so to speak, and now they're on the backside of that in the clip-off, and they're walking and traversing the dark aspects of themselves, because it's all within ourselves, and to truly liberate and to truly gain enlightenment, it's about getting into the deepest, darkest, most neglected, forgotten about parts of ourselves, and feeling through those things. And really it's about allowance. But the path of darkness ultimately gives one the ability to manifest a new light wherever they go, specifically speaking on earth. The only way that light can be created is through darkness. Out of darkness, let there be light. So when we look at this world today, there's not much fresh light. Things like hip hop, subcultures, fashion, music, so much of the light that was being emitted from that is coming from darkness. Think about it. The people that so many people look up to and aspire to be and are inspired by walk the path of darkness at one point or another within their lifetime. To be able to have a strength, to be able to have a charisma, to be able to have a charm, to be able to have a gift, to be able to have a style, to be able to have an essence that captivated the minds and the spirits of millions and billions of people. They had to have walked their own path of darkness. And that's why I encourage those to walk the path of darkness. This isn't talking about Satan worship and the demonic activities and acts and shit like that. We're talking about something very different than that. Although when you look at Satan or Set or Typhon or Satan, you're looking at Sut. Sut is the primordial deity, the black one, also symbolizing the deeper recesses of your subconscious mind. Just like Asar, Wasir, the god of the underworld, the parts that have not been, that are yet to be uncovered within self. And I give you a lot of credit for the things that you've endured. A lot of times when we even go through childhood traumas, things that we feel were out of our control, that was our higher self making these things happen only for our benefit. Remember, no weapon formed against you will prosper. It can't. It's only a teachable lesson and moment in time that you already agreed to. Once you actually come to the realization that, yo, I actually signed up for this shit. The good, the bad, and the ugly. It's like we love all the great things that come, all the joys and splendors of life, but when there's a negative, we want to give it to somebody else. Like, oh, they did this to me, that's why I'm suffering. No, you did that to yourself. You allowed for that to happen to you. And if it doesn't make sense now, and if that triggers you, then that needs to be something that you are focusing on to be able to actually realize that that being or that entity or that system that oppressed you or hurt you or did this, you created them. You created them so that you could actually experience exactly what you did. And you were strong enough to overcome that. What doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. And what kills you, you can't die. Because your energy just is recycled into new and ascended forms. So there's no way for you to lose. And when you come to that realization and you realize that, look, walking the dark path it can be quicker. It can actually be less painful because it's filled with less illusions. The path of light also has a ton of illusions in it because it's a refraction. Think about it. All light on this planet is refracting. That sun is emitting light from a dark place. It's actually funneling the cosmic rays and cosmic radiation that can actually be felt on this planet without it burning the people up, because this is a training ground for higher levels of consciousness. Therefore, people are not truly able to contain in their physical vessels at this time the amount of light, the amount of dark light, black light, radiation, that is coming in through that sun. So the sun is siphoning it and giving us light codes and information in a way that can be assimilated and processed by us so that we can work through our own internal dark codes to be able to handle more light and to be able to project a new light onto this plane, which will also awaken those around us, the people, places, and things, which is all just energy in itself. You have done everything right, even when you didn't do right. Congratulations. Your job is complete. Godson 7. Much love.